Right, look at the market now. It did close around about 1/3% or 2/3% in the positive this afternoon. Miners and resources were comfortably in the green. Financials also having a good showing. Makwe Masilela joins us. He's from Makwe Fund Managers. Makwe, thanks for joining us. I mean, I just don't know what to make of the sort of positive market. It is in a setting where globally, investors are still concerned about the fact that interest rates are going higher and some fears around COVID-19, particularly in China. It's probably still good to see the green on the all share, but it certainly doesn't define the real environment at the moment, does it?
You are right, Devan, and I think we just need to realize and accept something, that the volatility is a feature of the financial markets. It's not just a bug, so meaning it will be here with us forever. And yes, markets are trying to shake off these concerns about China, the new cases of COVID-19, but I think sentiment returning into the markets is all because we expect that 50 basis points will be the new 75 basis points, as we have accepted that yes, inflation might be slowing down, but central banks will continue to increase interest rates, but at least not as aggressive as they used to, even though we've seen that the likes of OECD said because of this high inflation, then that urging central banks to continue to increase interest rates. So we are saying the increase might not be that rapid, but it might be there with us much longer. So I think markets are getting excitement from that fact. Hence, markets are cautiously up.
That's interesting. Some company results, Makwe. I mean, let's start with Pepkor. Now, here's a group that owns brands such as Pep and Ackermans. They saw double-digit earnings. That's despite the floods and the riots for the full year. But I'm wondering, are we noticing something about consumer behavior here? Are they going for the more affordable items? Why did Pepkor shine?
People are looking for value for money, and you look at the LSM that Pepco is catering for. I mean, as an example, apparently 7 out of 10 cell phones that are sold in South Africa, they get to be sold through Pepco. We've seen them increasing a market share by almost 123 basis points. I mean, these are the guys who've got almost 5,830 stores, and they just opened 319 new stores. So yes, the floods affected them, and also the delay when it comes to the paying off, when it comes to the social grants, it had an impact when it comes to their consumers. But the guys managed to open some of the stores that were affected by the unrest. And also the guys, they think that the dividend per share has to continue to increase as well. And because revenue just went up by 5%, these guys, Devan, 92% of their sales are made in cash. So it's not surprising to see them doing this great.
Yeah, it's a very interesting store or company to watch as you just try to figure out what's happening with the masses in terms of that particular economic bracket. Makwe, I'm not quite sure whether you were listening, but we played a clip there of Chris Scooter, the CEO of Astral, just moments ago. And it's amazing, a good performance from Astral, selling something that is the foundation of where we find protein in this country. But look at that warning. I mean, he says that if power cuts continue, if the municipal structure continues to do what it's doing and falling apart, we could just have a direct impact on how much we pay for food, and particularly chicken in this country. What did you make of their showing?
And truth be told, the guys are not increasing prices to consumers because they want to make super profits. They're just trying to cover their costs. Remember that electricity is a very huge input cost when it comes to them, let alone the fact that we've seen maize prices going up as well. So unfortunately, load shedding is not helping the situation. But by all means, for the company to survive, they have to make sure that their costs have to be covered. And the only way is to increase to increase prices to the end consumer.
Yeah. So just a final one before I let you go. Old Mutual starting a bank as well. Seems like a fashionable thing these days. What do you make of Old Mutual? I mean, they've got grounding and they've got some history behind them, haven't they?
They just have to do it. Look at their June numbers, end of June numbers. You look at their loans and advances. They're sitting at almost just over 14 billion. The guys managed to make an interest income of almost 1 billion. And they've been doing that because they just had to have a third-party relationship with another bank. So the guys are saying, why can't we do it ourselves? And so far, they've spent over 800 million, and they're looking to spend around 1.75 billion to make sure that come 2024, they've got their own license. And for fortunately for them, already they've got a green light that they can apply for a license.
Yeah, well, we'll leave it there. Well, thanks very much indeed. Makwe Masilela is from Makwe Fund